Good evening, YouTube. Okay, it's been a hot minute. It's been a week since my turbo show, and what a week it's been. So obviously you've seen me eating my post-show food, which was amazing. It was really good. So after I had my Five Guys on Monday, I then went out for dinner at night. We had a topo bamba, which is Mexican food. It's Mexican tapas, and honestly, like, it was incredible. It just tasted so good. Like, see, to actually taste like food that was flavoured and like, oh, it was so nice. We then went and got dessert after that. We got cookie dough. For that we got cookie dough, and ice cream, and again it was amazing. It was so good. But holy shit, like, I was ill. I felt like crap on the train home. Then the next day I woke up and I had like a food hangover. My resting heart rate was absolutely through the roof from the sugar, from the cookie dough and the treats and everything. And like, I woke up in the night sweating. My skin felt dry and like horrible. I felt like I had a proper hangover, just literally from the bad food essentially. And then the next day I kind of got back on plan, followed my meal plan as given, but Kuba wanted me to have another dinner out, which was amazing. I was a bit hesitant actually, because I was a bit like, oh god, I already feel like crap. I know that I'm going to go out for dinner, I know I'm going to eat something that I'm not really used to eating, and I'm just going to feel worse. I felt a bit bloated, but to be quite honest, my digestion wasn't too bad. I expected worse. I wasn't sick or anything. And then I lost my train of thought. Also, I'll definitely be going out and celebrating after the Arnold's, because obviously I will have been on prep for 25 weeks. But it's my birthday at the start of the week, and my birthday's on the Monday. I compete on the Friday, so I'm going to be celebrating turning 22, because when I was turning 21 I was dieting and pretty much everything was shut. And yeah, I probably definitely took that diet a little bit too seriously. It was a mini cut and I didn't even have an off-plan meal, which I definitely wouldn't recommend, because like, you kind of regret and kind of resent that when you are on prep. Like, I should have celebrated an occasion like that, rather than just saying, oh, I'm doing a mini cut, like I shouldn't have an off-plan meal. Like, I should have just had an off-plan meal and not stressed. I should have just had the day off plan and just enjoyed it, but I never. So that's something that I'll know for next time. But of course this year we will be on plan. But yeah, buzzing for the Arnold's, because I'll be able to go out for my birthday after, and we'll be able to go away for the weekend. And me and my partner have actually never been off prep together. We met when he started prep, and then I started prep, and then he ended prep, and I was still on prep. So I can't wait to just be normal and like go out for dinner and do normal stuff. And I'm going to vlog my way through my off season as well, because I think big things are coming for me, or definitely my goals are big after this season. And I think it's important for people to realise that like, the work doesn't just start when you're dieting. The heavy work and the hard work and the phases where you're uncomfortable is actually where you're making the biggest changes, so that when you diet, like, that is when you come to life. That is when your physique comes to life. But that wouldn't be possible without the work in the off season. And I want to be able to show my workouts, show my training, again, show how I get comfortable with being probably slightly uncomfortable. And I want to be totally open and honest about how I'm feeling. And that is why I have been so open and honest, and just said that this week, like, I nearly threw in the towel, because not because I was craving food, not because I wanted anything bad, just because I was just like, I felt like a bit lost because I didn't have my cardio and I didn't have my usual steps and the things that I'd been so used to doing, and feeling out of routine was really weird for me, and I just felt like I wasn't doing enough to get to where I want to be for the Arnold. I feel like I should have been pushing harder, but at the end of the day, that's why you have coach, and you just have to trust the progress that you make from trusting the process. And hopefully we will bring a tighter, leaner package at the Arnold's. I am still waiting on my feedback from the Arnold's, so we're not entirely sure exactly what we can do better apart from more condition, which is obvious. I think most people got told that, or think that. So yeah, hopefully bring a better package to the Arnold's. Also, I feel like I've been rambling on for ages, but I actually haven't updated you in like a whole week. So as I said, expenditure was nothing. Cardio just went back in at 20 minutes a day, and steps have just went up to 14 rather than 12k. So not a massive change, but I've got my morning cardio back, so I'm sure Kuba will be glad to hear the back of me moaning about not having cardio, because I have moaned about it several times this week, and he's probably like, will this girl give it a break? So I finally got back. If you moan enough, you get your own way. Good evening, I think it's evening. It has, as I said last night, been a hot minute, but I am back on low food, won't lie. I think my rest day calories are about 1,200, training day calories are about 1,600, which for some people they're probably like, oh, I don't know why you're moaning, but like for me that's quite low, and like I'm a foodie, so it's low. So yeah, back to the grind, back to cardio, which I bloody love, I won't lie. Like, I just enjoy it. I feel like I'm working a lot more productively towards the Arnold's. Finally got my feedback today, and basically they just want to see like my hamstring and glutes in a little bit more, but that was about it. In terms of shape and everything, balance is all good. We just need to be leaner, which is fine. It's to be expected. So I'm just out doing steps. As I said, my steps are 12k, so just out doing some steps. I'm feeling a little bit tired. I trained legs today, and as I mentioned before, my training's pretty crap. I miss being able to train like I used to, and that makes me excited for off season. But we have 18 days left to grind, to push, before obviously we are in off season. And I just keep reminding myself that like 18 days left to prep, like that's it. I've done 24 weeks. Yeah, I've done 24 weeks, and like I know fine well that I'm going to go into off season and I'm going to miss prep, so I just need to make sure that I am enjoying like the current phase that I'm in and just making the most of it, because it's always the same, like you always want what you can't have. And I know fine well that when I'm in the midst of off season, I'm a little bit fluffy and I'm a little bit uncomfortable. I'm going to be missing prep and wishing my off season away. So I'm going to just be content with where I'm at just now and just enjoy it. And also, can we please appreciate the new hoodie? I was in dire need of a new one because I literally wore my old one all the time. So I thought I'd get a pink one, and I absolutely love it. And you know me, I like to go out walking in my hoodie, in my jammies. So here we are. Yeah, it's such a treat, I love it. Good evening. It is Tuesday. We are 17 days out from the Arnold's, and it is rest day. And yeah, it's been a tough day. God, my prep face is really bad. I basically had a meltdown today, I won't lie. I kind of got to a point this afternoon where I sat down with my partner and my mum and was like, I'm not doing it, I just can't. I'm obviously making this video knowing fine well that my decision is to carry on for now, but yeah, it's just tough. Worrying that I'm not going to bring a better package, worrying that I'm not going to be lean enough. I was explaining to them that my thoughts about food are constant. I think about food all day, every day, all the time. All I can think about, I can't concentrate on work, and it's just really, really hard. That is obviously realities of doing back-to-back shows. My 2 back-to-back peak weeks were fine, but obviously it's just over 3.5 weeks between my last show and the Arnold's, and it's very, very difficult to stay competition lean. And yeah, to maintain that for so long. So obviously I ate my meals that I was supposed to today. I'm out finishing off my steps, I've done my cardio, I've done what I need to do, but yeah, my head's a little bit all over the place with it. I wouldn't even say I'm lacking motivation, I'm tired now. It's
been a long prep. It's my first ever season competing, and I'll definitely know for future not to leave 3.5 weeks between shows because it is too long. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it being over. And I said last night that I don't want to wish my prep away or anything, but I have to be true, I have to be honest. This is fucking difficult. This is really, really hard, and I'm struggling. Completely openly and honestly admit that I'm struggling. Every day is an absolute chore. I see every minute on the clock every single day, and yeah, this is what people mean when this shit's tough. My first 2 shows honestly were a breeze compared to this little bit in between. So yeah, we'll reassess, we'll see where my weight's at tomorrow. Obviously if cardio needs to go up, if expenditure needs to be changed, then Cuba will make those changes and we push on for now.
Good morning. So it is now Thursday and I am 2 days post meltdown. I feel much better. I kind of gave myself a kick up the arse and was like, look, like, this is your choice. You wake up every single day and choose to eat the food that you eat. You choose to do your cardio, you choose to do your steps. So suck it up and stop moaning about it. I think there's people in the world that are starving, and I am not starving. I am hungry through choice to reach a goal, and nothing good ever came from quitting. Like, no one achieved anything from quitting. And a wise client said to me, if you step on that stage, you don't lose anything. You do not lose anything. You could come last place, yet you still made it there. The only thing that you would truly regret is not stepping on that stage. You would never regret stepping on that stage. And that is true. Yeah, it's all about the journey, and that is the realities of a competition prep. Not just a competition straight 16-20 week prep where you do one show and then you know you go back into off season. This is the reality of being between shows, holding a level of leanness that your body just does not want to be at, because my body doesn't want to be this lean. It's uncomfortable. When I sit, I can feel like my glutes digging into chairs because they're lean. There's not much fat around them. I'm cold all the time. I shake quite often, weirdly. Like, I'm quite shaky. I'm trying to think of everything else. Like, I just don't really have much energy. The only way that I can describe it is like I'm walking in slow motion and my brain works in slow motion. But I'm not moaning. Like, I knew what I was in for. I knew that this was part of it, and I still wake up and do it every day. So again, some people are like, oh, I feel really bad for you, but like, don't feel pity for me. Like, I choose to do this in a weird sadistic way. Like, I love it. I love it. So that's just what I need to remember. But I feel so much better, so much better. Like, yesterday and today, just basically after having my meltdown and just letting out how I was feeling. I'm so incredibly lucky. Like, can't even explain how lucky I am to have such a supportive circle. Like, my mum is so supportive, my partner, my clients are so supportive, and my friends are so supportive, and I truly do feel like everybody's got my back. They're pushing me on in these last few days, these last 2 weeks, and it will be so worth it when I get to go down to the Arnold's Festival. I get to fly down to the festival with Emma from the gym. We'll register, we'll get our tans done, our partners will come down and meet us, and then we compete 12 PM in the morning, and then we've got the rest of the weekend to enjoy. My birthday's at the start of that week, which will be exciting. So really, it is another 7 days, 8 days of grinding before it's peak week, and we hopefully begin to back off a little bit.
So work set up here. I have my coffee, which I've just accidentally spilled shitloads of cinnamon over, so it really does not look very nice. Got my water. I've got some almost like stevia in that just to flavour it, just so it tastes a little bit nicer. And I am trialling a new process with my client check-ins today. I'm freezing, by the way. So I'm going to do loom check-ins. So yeah, let's get to it. I've got my notepad just to write notes about clients, just to write exactly what I need to do. And yeah, we'll go from here. Use this like schedule just to manage exactly what I'm doing when. Got my work phone and we are good to begin. Good evening, you two. It has been a minute. It is now Sunday the 19th of September and we are 11 days out, and as I've said, like, this has been the hardest few weeks of my entire life. I'm hungry beyond belief. I am knackered. Every part of my body hurts. My energy levels are like zilch. I am really irritable. I'm grumpy, but the end is in sight. And I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, right, okay, I'm definitely ready to go into an off season and to grow and to eat and for prep to be over, but I do not want to wish my prep away. We have, I think, about 5 hard days left, and then it's peak week. I'll get slightly more food and we'll begin to back off the expenditure for the final time this prep. So I am so close. Kuba sent me through my post-show meal plan today. He asked me if there was any sort of foods that I was craving, anything that I fancied, and I just said to him, I was like, to be quite honest, see, just to eat a meal and feel satisfied would be so nice, because every time I eat, as I eat my meals, I can actually feel myself getting hungrier, which is bizarre. And then yeah, you eat and you're like, stomach's still rumbling, and it's not a very nice feeling, if I'm totally honest. So I'm looking forward to feeling full. I know obviously I'll be hungry initially, but my food has been bumped up quite a bit, so post show I will do a full day of eating. But yeah, the provisional meal plan looks really nice. I've got oats, I've got pasta, like, you know, bread and bagels and cereal, and like a bagel and jam I can have. Basically my bread meals are majority 30-gram carbs from bread, so I can actually choose my sources, which will be really nice as well. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to it. So it gives me something to look forward to, and it also just makes me feel good knowing what I'm coming out of the show for, and what I'll be walking into, and it just means that I can mentally prepare for the end of prep, because it's so near and I just need to ride out these last few rough days. It's like 8 o'clock and I'm in my bed already about to go to sleep, just because I could honestly just sleep all day every day. I'm just knackered. But I've had a very busy week with business. I've had quite a few new clients sign on, which is amazing. It's so good, and hopefully my team will just continue to grow and grow in the off season, and I can give back to my clients more and more. I've actually launched Loom check-ins with them this weekend, and that went down an absolute treat on their part and mine. It was really nice to actually talk them through everything and allow them to see coaching from my side of the story. So yeah, another 5 days to really push, and then it's peak week. Good afternoon. So it is the 22nd of September, and I am 8 days out, 9 days out, I don't even know at this point. As you can see from my literally like dead face, I'm feeling a little bit tired. We hit almost a new low weight this morning, and we're coming in hopefully quite nicely. So we have 3 days left of really grinding. Cardio is up, steps are up, food is where it was, and then we begin the peak and we begin to back off for the final time. I'm ready for off season, but I one last dance to do, and yeah, I've got a different bikini this time, similar to a colour I've worn before, but the style is a little bit different and I'm really comfortable in it. Me and Emma fly on Thursday, and yeah, I'm just really excited. I think once these 3 days are done, I'll be absolutely buzzing. So yeah, I can't wait. Good morning. Apologies for the shit lighting. It's dark in the mornings now, but it's peak week. So I'm gonna start this week fresh. I'm gonna end this video here. But yeah, like, it's been the toughest 3 weeks, as I've said, but we have survived. Pretty much the lowest weight I've ever been, and I do think that will drop into peak week as we begin to rest up. Feeling a little bit battered, but I'm ready to take on the last week. Have lots of exciting stuff actually planned this week, so it's only going to get better from here. So I'm walking into peak week with a positive mindset, more self-belief, and there's a job that needs to be done and I'm going to finish it. And as I've said before, like, for me, just to step on the Arnold stage in my first season and make it this far is a huge achievement, and I'm really proud of myself for that. So yeah, I'm happy, I'm excited, and I'm driving to the gym to potentially do my last cardio session. Definitely got cardio today, may have cardio tomorrow, but you know, I know it's the last 1 to 2 sessions, so I'm super buzzing for it. I seen one of my friends the other day, and she told me that the girls have planned a night out for me at the end of October once I'm off prep, once I've started reverse dieting and stuff, which will be so lovely. And basically the main focus is to show you that girls can eat going forward, and to show you how I manage a social life and bodybuilding outside of prep. I'm also planning on doing like some more just fun videos, like eating out and showing you what I'm eating. And yeah, it's very much a journey for me, and I want to take you with me. The past few weeks have been really tough to film because I've just had zero energy, and I've just felt like so low and like so crap. But obviously I'm going to put this video out. We'll have a peak week video, we'll have an Arnold show day video,